This is the case of Valencia versus People of the Philippines. Itong si Michael Valencia, convicted siya ng adultery under Article 333 of the Revised Penal Code. The charge stemmed from a complaint filed by Ramon Chucon, whose wife Roberosa Chucon allegedly engaged in an adulterous relationship with Valencia. Si Ramon testified that Roberosa admitted her affair and left him for Valencia. Their daughter Monabi provided critical testimony recounting incidents where she witnessed her mother and Valencia together in a compromising situation, including seeing them in bed having sex. Now, Valencia denied having a relationship with Rubirosa, but failed to provide substantial evidence to counter the accusations. He appealed his conviction. According to him, there was no sufficient evidence of actual sexual intercourse. Yun yung kini-question niya. So ang issue dito, whether or not circumstantial evidence is sufficient to the conviction of a case for adultery. Now, what are the elements of adultery? First, that the woman is married. Second, that she has sexual intercourse with a man, not her husband. And that as regards to the man with whom she has sexual intercourse, he must know her to be married. Yung one, first and third na element, klaro sa kasong to. Yung second, ito yung kini-question ni Valencia, yung sexual intercourse. Kasi nga, ang na-provide lang is circumstantial evidence. No one actually witnessed or there's no direct proof of sexual intercourse. Ano yung sabi ng Supreme Court? The court reiterated that circumstantial evidence can be sufficient to prove adultery. Proof of the sexual intercourse between a married woman and a man who is not her husband may be established by circumstantial evidence. Yung testimony ng daughter, corroborated by other evidence, supported the conviction. The court also found no merit in Valencia's claim that Ramon pardoned Riverosa kasi nag-argue siya ulit na pinatawad na ng asawa yung babae. Pero sabi ng korte, mere cohabitation without resuming marital relations does not constitute a legal pardon. So balikan muna natin yung circumstantial evidence. Under your remedial law, merong tatlong requisite for circumstantial evidence to warrant conviction. First, there is more than one circumstance. Second, the facts from which the inferences are derived are proven. And the combination of all these circumstances is such as to produce a conviction beyond reasonable doubt. So po pwedeng circumstantial evidence may prove an element of a crime. Now, pag-usapan natin yung applicable law and legal doctrines dito. First, yung circumstantial evidence. Sa kasong ito, direct evidence of sexual intercourse is often difficult to obtain, sabi ng korte. Circumstantial evidence such as frequent public displays of affection or being caught in compromising situations can be sufficient to establish the crime. In the case of United States versus Feliciano, it held that strong circumstantial evidence is sufficient to sustain a conviction for adultery. Isa namang legal doctrine is yung pardon in adultery cases. Under Article 344 of the Revised Penal Code, it provides that a husband's pardon of his wife's infidelity, precludes prosecution for adultery. However, for pardon to be valid, it must be explicit and involve the resumption of marital relations, which was not the case here.